Hello again and welcome back to the PhatPhish Guitar Studio. I'm Dave and today we're going to be having a look and a listen to the Boss CH-1 Super Chorus. Now I've always had a bit of a soft spot for chorus pedals. I think back in the day when I was first starting to buy effects pedals and so on, after a drive, chorus was one of the first pedals that I bought. And the one we're looking at today is a Boss pedal, so you know pretty much what to expect in terms of construction and so on. It's all metal case, nice non-slip rubber base and a good size non-slip rubber pad on the foot switch. 4 knobs on there. We'll talk about what those controls do in a second. And being a Boss pedal, it's fairly bulletproof. If you've seen any guitarists' pedal boards, generally they will have a Boss pedal or two on there, and often they'll look like they've been sandblasted. They've been through the wars, but they still work absolutely fine. Boss build quality is pretty outstanding. So a chorus pedal is a modulation effect. It's kind of in the same family as phasers and flanges and whatnot. It takes the signal from your guitar, modulates it, and takes that into the output along with the dry signal, and works best if it's used in an effects loop. Now, there's some general rules about what order pedals go in and what goes in front of the amp and what goes in the effects loop. Some people deviate from these sort of guidelines, and it works fine for them. Where I'm demoing this today, it's in the effects loop. In terms of gear, I'm playing into a Hayden HGTA 40 amp. I'm going to be using a clean channel on there, and the guitar I'm playing here is a rather splendid Evo Artist from H.J. Williams Guitars. So as a reference tone, this is the guitar, just into the clean channel on the amp, a little bit of reverb but no other effects. And this is the chorus pedal. So as you can hear, it's a nice subtle effect. The effects level up there at about 12 o'clock, but it's not overpowering the signal. You've still got the voice of the guitar coming through, but it just kind of wets the sound and adds a little bit of colour and a little bit of depth to it. Okay, let's play around with the controls and sort of hear the voices and sounds that we can get out of the pedal. Now the pedal's got 4 controls on it. Level, which is basically the volume of the effect, in addition to the signal, the dry unaffected signal. EQ, which is basically tone control, and it's also got rate and depth, and it's the last two that really control the chorus effect. So this is the pedal with everything at 12 o'clock. And what I'll do is I'll turn the rate control right the way down, and I'll turn the depth right the way up. Also turn the effect level up to probably about 2 o'clock, so it kind of enhances the chorus effect a bit. So if you listen, you can hear the modulation, because the depth control is right the way up. This is, if you think of the sound as being like a sine wave. The modulated signal, the higher the depths control is set, the bigger that modulated wave is. But if you just hear the tone here, you should be able to hear that sort of rising and falling, but it's quite slow because we've got the rate control right the way down. Now this is an utterly usable sound. Now sometimes you run into effects where when you get to the extremes of the settings, it gets a bit over the top and a bit unusable. I really like this pedal because there's no sound that comes out of, I don't think, oh, I wouldn't want to use that. It's all it's all good usable sounds. So this is the maximum depth and minimum rate. And what we'll do is I'll turn the rate right the way up so you can hear it at the other extreme. So with that rate control all the way up, modulation effect is much faster. You can hear that. As I said before, all the sounds out of this are, I think, pretty usable. This sounds obviously very affected. You know, we've got the rate and the depth all the way up, but it's still a good sound. It's not over the top. Let's back the depth off a little bit. So this is with the rate control up full, but the depth's backed off to about 12 o'clock. Again, another utterly usable sound. Let's go the other way and turn the depth right the way down. So this is much more subtle because if you think the depth is all the way down, so the modulated signal, the modulated wave isn't so great. Again, a very pleasant sound. So all around, pretty good sounds in the pedal. There's loads of variations in between. Just kind of showing you the extremes. Let's just muck around and try a few different settings. I'm going to swap over, instead of playing guitar with humbuckers, I'm going to play a Strat, and we'll dial in a few more tones and you can hear how the pedal sounds. Standard Fender Strat. I think everybody knows kind of what a Strat sounds like. So this is the unaffected signal. With a chorus. Let's just mess around with the settings. So as you can hear, lots of nice usable tones there. If you crank the rate and the depth and the level all the way up, it does start to get a little bit vibey, but there's nothing particularly offensive or over the top. If you're looking for something that's just going to add a little bit of colour and interest to your sound, particularly on a clean setting, a chorus pedal is worth checking out. And the Boss CH-1 Super Chorus there, it's a nice standard, no nonsense chorus pedal, does exactly what it says on the tin, and to be honest, for the money, pretty good value. So, hope you found that useful. If you did, please click like. If you really enjoyed it, please click subscribe, all the buttons down there. And if you've got a question that you want me to answer, or suggestion for something to do in a future video, either leave it in the comments section down below, although to be honest, the YouTube comments system is a little bit rubbish, and I often don't get notified when people post comments and comments go missing and whatnot, so it's much safer if you go here and submit your question, and I'll try and get around to answering it in a future video. Okay, that's all for now. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.